This is Halloween, and if you love haunted history and cemeteries as much as I do, you may want to subscribe because I'm going to be taking you somewhere new every week. Today we are headed to Trinity, Florida, to the Trinity Memorial Gardens where George Steinbrenner is buried. He was the owner of the New York Yankees from 1973 up until his death in 2010. Enjoy! We're here at Florida Cracker Fish Company in Citrus Park, Florida. Let's go in and get a bite to eat. Yeah, we've been here once before and it was pretty freaking awesome, so we wanted to come back and take you with us. We got a little gift shop over here as you walk in. All kinds of stuff, hats, t-shirts, fishing hats. That is awesome. These are great. Even a sock hat, even though it doesn't get lower than like 40 degrees here most of the time. We're pretty lucky like that in Florida. Awesome. Catfish po' boy.
Would you like that fried blackened or grilled?
Fried.
Yes, ma'am. What would you like for your side?
What are the options? You got some kind of greens?
Yeah, we have collard greens.
That's what I want.
Yes, ma'am. So fried catfish po' boy. Any drinks for y'all? You headed to the bar?
Yes.
Would you like any oysters?
So you come right up here to the front counter and order your food, and they bring it to you no matter where you're sitting in the restaurant. They got a little bar over there where we'll be sitting, and they've got basically picnic tables over here. I do believe they do have entertainment as well on Fridays and Saturdays once it gets to be a certain time outdoors here. I could be wrong on that, but it's a really good vibe in here. Cool artwork on the walls, mounted fish. Just a really nice place to come and eat, and has really great food. Now the last time we were here, we were just coming back from a cemetery, and we kind of stopped in and we were like really floored, you know. I didn't eat anything, but my husband had the gator tail mac and cheese, and it was delicious. So we thought, let's give it a spin and tell the viewers about it. So here we are, and we're going to be sitting right up there at the bar. Food is here, and I'm not even joking around. It's some of the best looking food I've seen in a while. I'm not usually a big fan of gator at all, just because I know what they look like, and because they look the way they do, I'm not interested in eating one. But this is the gator tail mac and cheese, and I'm gonna give it a go. It's really creamy. Mac and cheese is really good. Kind of stand where I stand land on the gator. All I can think of is a swamp. They've been swimming around in the swamp. That's not really a turn on. It doesn't taste bad. For our gator lovers out there, it's actually really, it should be good.
Crab cake balls are off the chain.
This is a crab cake ball, and I've been told by my husband that they are off the chain. Hey, do they have a special sauce?
That's right here.
I gotta get the special sauce. Probably an, all right.
It's like a seafood version of a boudin ball.
Oh my god. That's really tasty. Looks really good. It is really good. Fresh. It tastes really fresh. More special sauce. It's like a remoulade sauce. It's really good. This is some of the best food we've had in a while. All of our places that we go, I try to pick really good food spots on purpose. I find out what the best place is in that location. But because some of the places are more remote, the cemeteries are more remote, they don't always have the best options, and some of them are just really just like regular old restaurants, like you got your Chili's and your Applebee's or stuff like that. There's not really anything around that's authentic and fresh and good, and this is top of the line seafood in here. Very fresh, very good. Now, last time we were here, I got addicted to eating this cornbread. I told my husband I wasn't hungry, but he got the mac and cheese and the cornbread came with it. They put spinach in this, and I think cottage cheese. It makes it so good and so moist and delicious, and it's probably the best cornbread I've had since I had my papa's cornbread in Louisiana. He made it iron skillet cornbread that was top notch, but this is really good. You just see that spinach in there, and I guess cottage cheese is their, what makes it moist and delicious. So that's very good too. Let me get on some of this other stuff, and I'll be back with you for my catfish po' boy. Here it is, the catfish po' boy. Now, if you've seen some of my previous video, you know that I'm a catfish fan. This was actually suggested by my husband. I didn't see it on the menu. I was going to get a burger, but I ended up getting this. It looks really good. The bread is very crispy. I also have some greens, and those are awesome. It's like a sweet bacon flavor. I'm going to pour some hot sauce on this and get it started. It's good. I never met a catfish I didn't like. Nice and crispy, cornmeal battered catfish. Cornmeal breaded, I should say. But it's tasty. Everything here is really tasty and very fresh. If you're in the area, Citrus Park, Florida, come over to Florida Cracker Fish Market, and you will not be disappointed. And there's a cemetery about 25 minutes away from here, so, or maybe less, 20 minutes. So I'll see you at the cemetery. We're here at Trinity Memorial Gardens in Trinity, Florida, just outside of Odessa. And as you can see, it's getting dark. The sunset is right behind me. It's a gorgeous sunset, but we're gonna be a little rushed tonight. Let's go in and see what we can see. Right when you walk in, just gorgeous. This cemetery was established in 1994, and George Steinbrenner is actually buried in this cemetery. But look at this. Right when you walk in, over to the right, a beautiful memorial here with the angel, and she has a mandolin. I'll get a close-up shot of that. I gotta take some pictures before it gets dark, but this is just beautiful. Victor Donald Papa. This looks like a pre-purchased plot with several resting places because some of them do not have script on it. But that's gorgeous. Thank God this wasn't hard to find, because like I said, we're losing daylight quick. But this is the resting place of George Steinbrenner, the owner of the Yankees since 1973. He actually owned the Yankees till his death in 2010, and under his ownership they won 7 World Series and 11 pennants. He was a bit of a controversial figure because he decided that his players deserved more of a salary, so he paid all of his players, he increased their salaries. Evidently that was controversial at the time. So here he is, George Steinbrenner, owner of the Yankees, probably the most successful owner of the Yankees. Prior to that, he was a businessman, obviously. Made a lot of money in business. But here's his mausoleum. Wow, cool. You can kind of see there's a beautiful stained glass window there with, it looks like a torch on the stained glass window, and looks like 3 interments on each side. Now I don't know if they're all filled, but Steinbrenner's definitely in there because he passed in 2010. This is a beautiful cemetery, and I actually wish we had more time. When you look it up online, it does say that it is open until midnight. So you can come in, it's just gonna be a little dark in here. I don't see that there's really any like lighting, but it's gorgeous. It's kind of small because it's only been around since 1994, so it's not huge, but there's definitely a lot to see, and it looks gorgeous. There's a little niche or something, or maybe even an office in there. You can see that they got a Christmas tree inside. Oh, look inside here. Kutsos. You can just see the stained glass behind this glass door that you can peek into. This is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that stained glass. Jesus and the sheep. Beautiful. Oh, and on top of the niches, they have just memorabilia, pictures of family, cards. Looks like somebody liked to play cards. Got a beautiful wreath on the door here. It's just beautiful. These types of mausoleums are not cheap, and evidently they're not in every cemetery. If you've followed me on my other videos, there's a lot of cemeteries that don't have any mausoleums. So I really love running into that. That's because they're all so unique in their own way. Really. Look at this one. This is just an above ground plot. I don't think they used to do that here. Maybe over 100 years ago. I could be wrong about that, but my mom always said that she wanted to be buried in New Orleans because over there they had above ground cemeteries and they didn't have that here. But if you go to the Oak Lawn Cemetery, 100 years old, right? And they have above ground plots there. So I don't know where she got that information. I don't really think that's correct unless it was like 150 years ago or 200 years ago. It would have to be, because there are definitely above ground plots here. This is the Graham family plot. There's a lady laying there and dolphins jumping. It says Scott T. That lady looks naked. Yeah. So maybe he's like, hey, just put a naked lady on my plot with some dolphins jumping, I'll be happy. Amen, brother. Amen. Scott T. Graham. I'm going to take some pictures before it gets dark, and then I'll pop back on here. We're walking kind of near the back side of the Steinbrenner mausoleum, and you can just see how tall it is. It's like 20 feet tall. It is very tall, very spacious, and there's stained glass all around the mausoleum. One on each side, one piece on each side, it looks like. Just look how nicely maintained this cemetery is. It's beautiful. You know, there are fake flowers here, but the grounds are kept very well. The grass is lush and green. They have a beautiful gazebo here in the center. There's a few people over there visiting loved ones, I guess. Looks like they're having a picnic of sorts. But this is a very nice cemetery. There's a walkway all through here. It's just beautiful. This area here, just behind Steinbrenner's mausoleum, looks to be an area for infants. It says, suffer the little children to come unto thee, unto me. Sorry that there's not much lighting. Like I said, the sun is going down, and I have to work my normal job now, so I don't have as much time as I used to have. And with it getting darker earlier, I'm like really screwed. So we're gonna check out some of these mausoleums as well. There's another area over here in the cemetery I also wanted to check out. Inside, the niches should be cool because they are well lit. I usually try to get out during the days, but that's been hard to do lately. But wow, I was really amazed to see that Steinbrenner was laid to rest here. And as you can see, just really cool headstones, really nice. Listen to that. The bells chime. That bell tower. Beautiful. I guess every hour it chimes, and it actually chimes. It's so neat. This sounds awesome. We're gonna go right over to this niche. Oh, and there's another one right behind it. See what's going on in there. I just saw someone leave there, so hopefully he wasn't locking the doors and out of here. So if you can see, there are niches all along the outside here. It's very dark, so you may not be able to see very well. But all along here, marble, beautiful. And these arched doorways into the inside niches and mausoleum. And there it is, all ready for Christmas. Oh my gosh, and it's open. Ah! How stunning. This is just beautiful. Look. All of this is stained glass, so through the day you can see all the stained glass design. Only silk flowers are permitted inside the building. So it doesn't really have that stale smell of, flowers that have died. It smells very fresh and clean. They got trees up for Christmas. They've got all kinds of, I don't know if they invite loved ones to come and put ornaments on these trees, but it certainly looks like it. I've never seen that. People's departed loved ones on the tree here in the mausoleum. That's very cool. What a cool idea. All marble, beautiful. Look at these arched doorways. Oh, and the lights. Look at the lights. So some of these niches are in the shape of a cross. Now these are full burials. So these are going to be in the coffin, inside a sealed container, and then placed inside the wall. That's what these are. These are not cremains. I love how it makes a cross. This is probably one of the most beautiful niches I've ever seen. The other one was in Miami. That one was pretty awesome and gorgeous too, but this is really pretty. And right here they have just memorial, like a memorial curio shelf sort of thing you can buy for your loved ones. Now, I'm not 100% certain, but their cremains might be in this marble here. And then there, just a couple of items and photographs and memorabilia placed on the top. And you can pay for a space like that to put the cremains in. If you don't have a space in your home, or maybe you don't want it in your home, you can pay for them to have a space, and then you just put all of your, and that's a little bit newer. I mean, they weren't doing that 50 years ago, so that's kind of new, I think. That's really neat. I love that idea. Oh, not everybody wants to have niches in their house or cremains of their loved ones. They'd rather have like a designated spot somewhere to put them. And this place, Trinity Memorial Gardens in Trinity, Florida, offers that. I love this. Look how beautiful this is at night. It's just beautiful. Over there, here is this one doesn't have the lights, but you know, there's this area here. And then you come down the hallway here, and this is really cool. They have the niches, and now these will be obviously for cremains. They're smaller for cremains, and then again, you have the like curio shelf with your loved ones and memorabilia and pictures, and here are urns. Like 3 urns in this one case, you know, so it's just a cool thing. It's a different thing to do. So I just think this is so pretty. We've got it all lit up and ready for Christmas. You can almost get married here. It's that pretty. Babe, you want to get married again? Sure. There's another case. More of the burial walls. I don't know if that's what they're called, but it's when they put the entire casket into the wall. Well, like I was saying, it smells like a new building in here. Fresh, clean. You know, a lot of mausoleums I go into, it smells like flowers, or even dying flowers, you know? This one just has a very clean smell. There's another niche over here close to the entrance over to the left that looks really beautiful. And they have this lady out here. You can't probably see her in this lighting. Holding a dove, lifting the dove above her head. Just a really beautiful statue. We're gonna go in here. They're all decked out for Christmas in here too. And it's the only place we can see. So this one's gonna be more of like a little niche visit. Oh, it's nice and cool in here. Oh, man. Yes. These glass cases are like my new favorite thing. I just think it is so cool. It looks so nice. Look at this. A veteran right here with all of his medals, and evidently he liked to paint. There's his paints. Look at this. World's greatest dad. You just put a few little things in there that they loved. It's a Christmas ornament in there. Sinatra, I've got one similar. New York. This is beautiful. She doesn't look that old. And she's not. 1973 to 2023. Laura Lee. Just wanted to give you an insight to these. Fortunately, we had these to come into at this cemetery. I didn't quite know what to expect. I had never heard of the Trinity Cemetery, and it was kind of last minute decision to come out to this cemetery. We were visiting some friends in the area, and look at this. Look what a cute couple. In their wedding topper. Isn't that cool? Happy birthday, Dad. It says, looks like some kind of window paint. Another wedding cake topper. So cute. Yeah, we were just going to be in the area, so I looked for cemeteries in this area and we settled on the Trinity Cemetery, and it did not disappoint. So if you're in the area and you want to come to a really neat cemetery with a lot of cool headstones, unfortunately we didn't get a lot of images of the headstones because we're losing daylight fast these days. It gets dark at like 4:30, so everything's rush, and we just didn't get out here in time, but there's a lot to see here, and I highly recommend the Trinity Cemetery in Trinity, Florida. It's beautiful, it's peaceful, the grounds are well maintained. You don't have to worry about wearing hiking boots to come to the cemetery. You can wear sandals in this cemetery. The grass is so beautiful and green. So looks like you can buy different sizes of these too. They've got smaller ones and larger ones. And I happen to know somebody that maintains these things in Minnesota. She actually comes in and cleans them out, so they are cleaned out regularly as well. They're not going to get dusty, and you know, the glass isn't going to get nasty because volunteers actually come in and clean these. As you know, it is dark outside and we are headed out of here. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see a whole lot of the cemetery today. It's definitely one we may have to come back to. It's a beautiful place, and I highly recommend coming in to visit the Trinity Memorial Gardens Cemetery in Trinity, Florida. And I'll see you at the next one. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I hope you loved today's episode, the Trinity Memorial Gardens, if you're going to be in the Florida area. It's not that far. It's kind of a central location if you're staying over on the west coast of Florida. Anyway, that does it for today's episode. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share the video, and I'll see you next time.